if he threw a cat in there. Yeah.
Face right up in there. Welcome back to
Yeah.
Coming This Summer. Argyle, like the sweater?
Action!
I know you liked this movie more than me. I'm going to get that right off.
I had a lot
right
of fun
off
watching
the bat.
this movie. Yeah.
I got frustrated because to me it could have been way better. It couldn't settle. It was like, I'm going to be Mission Impossible. No, I'm going to be a James Gunn movie. No, I'm going to be Mission Impossible. No, I totally want to be a James Gunn movie.
You mean like how every fight scene had a popular song set to it? You mean like that?
Went on 45 seconds too long for a fight scene?
Yeah. Well, they got the rights to the song, so they had to play the entire song, Bean. They're like, we can't waste a dime on this movie. It already cost us $200 million to acquire it. So, God damn it, we're putting the whole song in. Yeah. The fight scenes were cool. I like the fight scenes. The plot is there's a writer who's writing spy movies or books that turn out to be true spy stories in real life, which right out the gate, you're like, no.
Yeah, something's not.
Except not.
Yeah, it was too clunky. There were parts of the movie that were good, but there's so many twists.
That's a twist. That's very twisty.
So many unnecessary that you can see coming from 400 miles away.
That's the point, though. You know what I mean? I don't think they're not fooling anyone writing this movie, like, trying to make those twists like you didn't see them coming. They, like, telegraph them, like, from 50 yards away.
You're right.
You know? I had a lot more fun than you. Clearly, you did not like this movie at all, so...
Well, I loved parts of it. I think Sam Rockwell carried the entire movie. I think he was amazing, and that guy needs to be in everything that gets made.
Yeah, I agree.
Stupendous. And I agree with you because I know we talked before. We were doing this about Bryce Dallas Howard having a better role than like Jurassic World did.
Where she's damsel
like
in distress.
Kind of one of those people that feels like she can run better in heels than in sneakers.
Yeah.
Right. They actually made her more of more badass. But then to me, the without spoiling with the twists, like they almost go too far one way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to where,
I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah, where she's like overacting, and you're like, this
hurts.
You suck. Like you are sucking right now, and it's
what's
like
happening?
I liked you for the first hour 20 of this movie, and then twist happens, and it like changes her character, and she's like playing a different character at that point, and it's like, oh no. This had to be that had to have another take at that because she sucked as, let's say, bad guy version of her character. You know
Don't
what
worry,
I mean?
it twists all over. We're not spoiling
It twists all over your face. It's just
Good,
twisting
it's bad, it's
everywhere.
good.
You know, you get some twist in your eye. You know, get some twist in the hair. It's just all over the place. You can't clean it up. By the end of the movie, you don't really care because it is like twist after twist after twist. You're right. The twists suck.
The twists suck, and I get you're right for the most part. I would forgive the fact that they're in there just because it's supposed to be an over the top.
It's supposed to
like
be
James Gunn style.
It's like a shitty spy movie or like a crappy spy book that you're reading. Yeah.
But that very last twist made me go, ugh.
Yeah.
Like literally just ugh.
It's obvious
really?
though. Yeah, I wasn't really like disgusted by it because I'm like, no, I know. I figured that out. Like the last final twist where like some character shows up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you're like, no, I know, because they're like the fifth highest paying actor in this thing, so obviously they aren't in it for the 5 seconds that you showed them in previously. And you put them at the front and center of marketing, so.
What was with Henry Cavill's haircut too? Like I get it's a spy thing, but like
which one? The fucking haircut at the end where he's got like the mullet or the fucking
flat top?
Spiked up flat top. Yeah,
but yet it's also not a flat top because it's like if you were to like do regular hair and kind of like comb your hair back, but then flat top the top of your hair, like you almost got killed by a helicopter. Like you were like literally inches away from a helicopter death, but
yeah, like shaved off the top of his head. Yeah. Them selling this as a Henry Cavill movie and then having Henry Cavill be in it for
maybe 4 to 8 minutes total screen time.
8 minutes total, yeah, it's kind of shitty.
And most of it's in the first 5 minutes of the
Most of
movie.
it's in the first 5, like this John Cena Henry Cavill movie, except they're not in it for that much, and they're only the characters playing the characters in this book series that we set up in the movie that exists. Like, what? And what about Samuel L. Jackson, who had like 5 minutes of screen time where he's mostly sitting down watching a basketball.
Lakers game.
I told you. I fucking told you. I'm like, he's in it, I guess technically.
He
you know?
got paid to what? Like, they didn't green screen that game on. He was like, no, I'm going to sit here on set.
No,
and
he's
we're
like,
gonna
the
watch
game's on.
The game.
And it's conflicting with the schedule. So
And every
I'm
time, like,
watching.
that part where they're downloading something and it keeps interrupting, he's mad because they're interrupting the game he's watching. That's what's.
He's like, yeah, they're like uploading a file, the master key or whatever, to Samuel L. Jackson. And he's like, God damn it. Like, when it like stops at like 80%. And yeah, it's just because like somebody didn't like score or whatever.
Yeah,
and the
for
game he's
real.
watching. Yeah, not because the file wasn't uploaded. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 because I had a lot of fun watching this in IMAX. I thought the end when they figure out what movie it is after an hour and a half, by the end when they're doing like the dance fight and like all the smoke and shit, I'm like, yeah, this is fun. Like, this is a lot of fun. And the ice skating thing, which made no sense, but it was cool. It was fucking awesome. She
So
like
stupid, though.
slicing people up while she's like skating on oil and shit, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude. This
That's
is
what I'm saying. It couldn't decide
absurd.
its tone. Its
Mhm.
tone. Like, it would go from like serious to like ridiculously so dumb.
And
that
then
you
after,
wanted
you're
to-
right. Even after that, they like do the end of fight between her and whatever, and then it's like taken seriously again, and it's like, well, you just did like 2 dance fight scenes, where like Sam Rockwell basically sits out a fight and just like smiles and winks at her for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Even though he was a badass throughout the entire movie, he's like, I'm gonna let you do your thing now. It's like, what is happening? What is happening? They
That's
should
what
have
I
just
mean, like-
not pulled out at all, and Argyle should have just been, because that first half when he's like riding on grease and like the buildings and he's just crashing into all this shit on his car, which is like some of the worst special effects I've ever fucking seen.
It was pretty bad.
It was really bad.
It was
Yeah.
really bad.
I like called you when I walked out of this. I'm like, this movie will make you appreciate the Mission Impossible movies even more because
You are not wrong.
they're
It
realistically
made me appreciate
doing
the
it.
Fast and the Furious
Fast and the
movies.
Furious even. Yeah. I'm like, wow, they couldn't even do like Fast X where it's like, no,
I didn't like-
fucking
and-
destroyed fucking Venice.
I was
or
gonna
whatever.
say, spoilers. The cat that has nothing to do with anything.
Cat's just along for the ride. That
And
cat is just to sell backpacks that look like that for
Yep.
cats. Yeah, for travel cats.
And I didn't like that twist. I thought because, every trailer was like, who is the real Agent Argyle?
It's time for you to meet the real Agent Argyle.
And they like subliminally keep flashing the fucking cat. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, is the cat the secret agent? No, it's just a cat.
There's the cat who's like ends up halfway through the movie disappearing because they have to leave it behind for most of the rest of the movie until the very, very end. So like this literally, I just want people that in case you're like, people are psychos and love cats and are only going in because they think there's like the superhero spy agent cat. It's not. There's no fun twist.
Nope.
Nothing happens where the cat is behind anything. It's not. It's like they would have made the movie so much more fun because it was so outlandish that the cat would have been some
Argyle?
kind of major player or
Or some-
Argyle or the
Yeah.
bad guy or something.
Yep.
Seriously, because that's how out there the movie gets. I'm gonna give it a 6 also. So I guess we were pretty even on the same
Yeah.
wavelength.
I had a lot of fun watching it. I don't think I'm going to rewatch it ever.
Never.
It won't win any awards. It won't even
No.
come close. It's not that kind of fucking movie.
No, it just makes me really want Sam Rockwell in the Armor Wars movie. Like,
yeah,
for sure
he
now.
just needs
Like,
to come back as Justin Hammer
it's
and
just-
then
let him
call it a
take
day.
over. Yep.
let's call
Yep.
it a day. Yeah, Argyle, fucking go see it or not.
Yeah,
that's
I wouldn't.
It's your choice.
If
Wait
you have
till it
Apple
drops on
TV, just wait.
streaming.
Yeah, wait for Apple TV.
Yeah. It's too
Make them-
long.
Make them realize it is. Make them realize that was a bad investment and to stop doing that for these movies. So don't go to the theaters.
I texted you before going in, and I was like, my last hope that it'll be good. And I checked the runtime and texted you. I'm like, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And you're like, oof. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why is this movie 2 hours and 20 minutes? I'm like, Beekeeper was like 90 to 2 hours. Like, it wasn't that long. It was a super tight movie.
Get in, get out.
I was
Yep.
captivated the whole time. This is it's Beekeeper with downtime. It's like, okay, we're going, and then we're stopping. We're stopping for like gas. some snacks. Make sure to use the bathroom, and then we're going.
Like, yeah,
You know?
it was too much. It plotted. And, like Beekeeper is a similar movie as far as like special agent style stuff.
Sure.
Beekeeper had one twist, really.
Yeah. Did it even? I can't even remember what
with
the main
with the
twist was.
mom being the
I don't remember. Fucking.
mom of the bad guy being the political. I don't know. I'm trying.
Oh
to
yeah.
spoil it.
Oh okay. I mean, see that, but that was like not even like
It was, but it was like built up the whole movie, and it was revealed.
it was
perfectly,
unexpected.
and it was
Yeah.
unexpected, and then that's that. It wasn't like let's twist it up 6 more times.
Yeah. Argyle. It's a movie with a cat.
Going forward there.
Like, if I was a kid, I'd be like, man, I got to scoop up the toys of all those night entities. Not in a million years would I ever want
the
those.
night entity toy.
That's what they're called. They're like
I know.
fucking.
I'm just saying, like the toy line. That would be really funny.
Yeah, like none of their character
Mom, did
models
you get
were
me like social anxiety and
Yeah, quiet.
depression?
Yeah,
Because
I need darkness.